Welcome to Adulting with Joyce Pring. Watch the full video of this episode on my channel, www.youtube.com/JoycePringTV. And if you want to level up your adulting game, check out joycepring.com/collections for my digital products and courses.
I don't know kung alam na ng general public of people who do follow us. We got
yan.
we got engaged after 8 months of being together.
7 months of dating.
7 months of dating. And then got married after 2.
After 2 months of being engaged.
2 months of being engaged. So, number 1.
Ay, oo nga, 8 months. Hindi, 7 months.
8, August 2.
Yeah, pero January, February, March. Oo nga, sabi ko nga.
8 months. 8 months. So, syempre, being the first one to even think about being or getting engaged during that time sa family ko. So, 26 years old. Ngayon, batang-bata pa para ma-engage or ipakasal, di ba? And tayo, we immediately made that, well, hindi ma immediately, but we made that decision because
lalo na in showbiz. Like, 26 is young in the current culture, but in showbiz, that's like...
Yeah. So anyway, hindi na ako magda-dive in deeper dun. All I'm saying is, when I asked my mom, or when we had to ask for the blessings of our parents during that time. Syempre, she said na, bakit ano nangyari? Ganun. Bakit yung ginagawa to? Syempre, may career pa kayo, and syempre magbabago yun kapag X, Y, and Z. And kami kasi ni Joyce, even before we started the relationship, that's what we wanted na kaagad. We looked at the grand scheme of things na parang, if we're going to go into this relationship, this is what we hindi na kami mag-play around. We wanted to get married already. Nandun kami sa stage na yun. So, nung tinanong ko yung even si, di ba, our management during that time.
Yeah.
They also said na nagkaroon tayo ng pushback. Pero we were sure that we prayed about it, we fasted about it, we consulted with people who are watching out for us spiritually as well, in order for us to make that decision. All I'm saying is, to conclude my point, is that yun nga, again, just to add to what you were saying, magkakaroon ka pa rin talaga ng pushback with regards to making big decisions in your life. And as long as you're sure about it and you've gone through the necessary steps in order for you to make that big of a decision, and you are also accountable to someone, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's how I end my points.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But to your point, it doesn't matter how much pushback you get. Yun nga, if you know that you've taken the right steps and you're not making a decision just out of spite or emotions or just like a spontaneity, but this is a decision that you've actually thought about, that you've prayed about, that you've asked counsel for, no matter how many people tell you, hindi dapat yan. You have to trust na God has given you the go signal na. Kung meron na, diba? Kung meron ng go signal. Kasi kami naman, we went through counseling, we went through the entire thing before we made that decision. So, yeah, and look where we are now. I mean, obviously, our careers and our lives don't look like the way that other people must have pictured it 4 or 5 years. 5 years ago this year. Imagine 5 years ago this year. But I'm so grateful that it's even better. It's so much better than I could have ever imagined. Would you say the same?
And it's your life kasi.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yung generally, yung mga nagsasabi sa'yo ng mga advice, hindi naman sila yung makakasama mo araw-araw hanggang sa, di ba, hanggang sa pagtulog mo. So make decisions for yourself and for yung kung anong tingin mo ikabubuti mo.
Actually, I wanted to say that also. One of the most important skills that you must hone as an adult is making important decisions for yourself, and making those important decisions for yourself with integrity, with much wisdom, with much consideration, diba? And having that, what's the word? Having that courage to make decisions for yourself. Kasi if you're constantly looking for affirmation from other people and constantly stopping yourself from making decisions because it will displease certain people, then you will be held back constantly for the rest of your life, and it's gonna suck. You're gonna be coddled, you're gonna be miserable, and you're gonna lose important people in your life just because you don't know how to make decisions for yourself. That's all I'm going to say about that. No, all that to say that there will be moments in your life where you have to make hard decisions for yourself. And as long as you've prayed about it, thought about it well, thought about the long-term consequences of your decisions, it doesn't matter if your traditional parents don't approve of it. I'm not saying that with disrespect. Of course, with respectfulness, with gentleness, with kindness, with grace, and with dutiful obedience to your parents, you have to consider all of these things. But as long as you've thought things through, then it's okay to make decisions that will ruffle some feathers.
Yeah.
Because that's what adulthood is. It's you flying. So whatever it is, diba? You want to move out of your parents' house, just make sure di ka babalik after 2 weeks kasi wala ka na makain, diba?
Get out of your nest.
Yeah, you want to,
fly.
yeah, you don't want to have children, fine. You don't want to have children, that's something that you have to decide for yourself, but make sure that you actually thought about it, and it's not just because you're thinking about what other people are saying about your life, rather than you thinking about your life.
That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joyce Pring, and also check out www.joycepring.com for the show notes, and tag me on social media with you know it at Joyce Pring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!